of course, practical application, right? So I trusted them, I go ahead with it, and I saw the results. So gradually I learned from there as well. My name is Herron. I'm 29 this year. I run 3 businesses. One is a swim school. Basically, we do learn to swim programs and manpower services for lifeguards. Second one is event space. So we specialize in kids' birthday parties and corporate events. And the final one is actually a gelato and acai cafe. So I think for swim school, that was my first venture, right? So it has always been something that I'm doing since after my school days, whether is it part-time lifeguarding, freelance swim teaching, that got me into that business. For event space, my friend and I, we attended a 21st birthday party, right? And we saw the potential in such spaces. So that led us to setting up the event space. And lastly is actually an ice cream cafe. I think it's every young person's dream to set up a cafe, right? So yeah, we never thought much. There was someone selling the business at a reasonable price, so we bought it over and we ran it from there. Okay, I would say this is either a good or bad, right? Because having 3 means that you have to split your attention, right? So my advice is try a few and stay with what it works. Of course, that is the main thing I would love to have, but I think because I already stepped into all 3, so it's quite challenging to step out at a certain point of time. So as much as possible, I segregate time to what is priority. That is the key factor. I didn't really have investment background. I'm a noob at it. I really trusted the team to advise me on this, and along the way they shared with me the figures and the insights of it that make sense. So of course I start to gain my knowledge from there as well, and of course practical application, right? So I trusted them, I go ahead with it, and I saw the results. So gradually I learned from there as well. I never knew much about investments, so I think what I gained from them is the very common investments are like, real estate or stocks, right? So I think personally I also believe that real estate, they are assets. I've never liked to invest in something that I wasn't sure about, but I was pretty sure that the real estate market in Singapore, I think because of scarcity as well, right? So land spaces are limited and I think the population is huge. So definitely there's a value in this, and the potential. I think real estate is generally pretty much safe in conclusion, yeah. Definitely, I think everyone will have this fear at the start, but I think as an entrepreneur with this already in us, right, we cannot have this fear too much, because if we fear of everything, then it's very hard to get things done. So I think that mindset, that mentality was in me, is that let's just try it and go for it. I mean, if it failed, at least I know I tried, and I'll take it from there. So I had no plans back then. Actually, I saw a property that I really liked, but as much as I like it, I think his advice was it doesn't really make sense or investment-wise. So after weighing the different factors, I still decided to stay with what their recommendation is to get another project. Even when I see Property Guru to today, yes, the value is increasing and increasing. So happy with the results. Basically, it goes back to the first property. I actually wanted to purchase a 2-bedder, but my mom actually advised me to go for a 3-bedder. Firstly, I think it's easier to sell, right? Because 2-bedder is, your target audience would probably be singles or really young couples who don't have kids, right? But a majority of the Singapore population, I would say families, they would probably be looking at minimum 3-bedder. And I think also the bigger the property, the better it is, right? So your capital appreciation will also be greater. That's why I do my best within my capability to go for the bigger unit as much as I could reach. The key factors I would say is probably it's a new town, right? It's the first few projects. There's no low entry point today. right? It's getting higher and higher. So I would say it's reasonable, right? And of course, the popular school that's within the 1 km radius, the MRT, that is 3 minutes away from the project. So I think these are the different factors that made me consider lah. I'll never know whether it will be the right move, but again, I rely a lot on JNA team. They told me that this is the right one. I said, okay, I trust you, I'll get this one. Definitely, I'll still be working. I'm someone that I don't like to do nothing, but I think one of my retirement goals is, of course, as much as I could get passive income from real estate. Whether is it capital appreciation or passive income, I think that would be my end goal lah. Start young, don't worry too much, do your best to find someone reliable and someone that you feel comfortable. You never know whether that is the right person until you start off your first one, you try your first one, follow your feelings lah. Yeah.